Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Tech India. This is session 4th for the series for actual exam questions of AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner exam. So let's start this video with our first question. Question number 16. Which AWS service or feature can a company use to determine which business unit is using specific AWS resources? Here are the options. Cost allocation tags, key payers, Amazon inspector, AWS Trust Advisor. So these are the options. You can take your time to guess the correct one. So now let me reveal the correct answer. Correct answer here will be option A, cost allocation tags. Because this is the mechanism provided by AWS to assign metadata to AWS resources for cost tracking and categorization purpose. And by applying the cost allocation tags to the resources, company can associate custom metadata, identify and categorize resources based on different criteria like business unit, department, projects, and application. So this one is correct. But now let's see why other ones are not correct. Key pairs. You must be already aware key pair are used to connect to the EC2 instances. If you do not want to use password to connect to your instances, then you may use the key pairs. This is one of the authentication method you can say, right? However, you can use both password and key pair at the same time as well. Without password as well, you can connect to the instances using the key pairs. Amazon Inspector, it is there to look for the vulnerabilities. If there is any sort of vulnerabilities, then it will come into the picture. And Trust Advisor, you may be already aware, it give you various advices about your resources to help you in optimizing and secure the resources at the same time. Now question number 17. A company want to migrate its workload to AWS, but it lacks expertise in AWS cloud computing. Which AWS service or feature will help the company with its migration? Here are the options. AWS Trust Advisor. Option B, AWS Consulting Partners. Option C, AWS Artifacts. Option D, AWS Managed Service. Now let me reveal the correct answer. Option B, AWS Consulting Partner. This is the correct answer here because AWS Consulting Partners help customers to design, architect, build, and migrate and manage their workloads and application on Amazon Web Services. So option B is correct here. This is something that you need to learn. Now question number 18. Which AWS service or tool should a company use to centrally request and track service limit increases? Here are the options. AWS config, service quotas. Option C, AWS service catalog. Option D, AWS budgets. Now let me reveal the correct answer. Correct answer here will be option B, service quotas. Because AWS service quotas service can be used by companies to centrally request and track service limit increases for their AWS account. And AWS service quotas enables you to view and manage your AWS service quotas in a single location, monitor usage and request increases for those quotas. So you can request increase in those quotas. Suppose you have a particular limit of vCPU, let it be 64, and if you want to increase that, then you can increase that from here from service quotas. And if you want to see if it is approved or not, then you can see the same from here. And once it is increased, how much is the new limit, then also you can verify the same from service quotas only. So this is the benefit of service quotas. Now question number 19. Which documentation does AWS Artifact provide? Here are the options. Amazon EC2 term and condition, AWS ISO certifications, a history of companies AWS spending, Option D, a list of previous generation Amazon EC2 instance types. Again, take your time to guess the correct one. Now let me reveal the correct answer. Option B, AWS ISO certification is the correct answer here. So this is the correct answer because AWS Artifact is a web service that help you to download AWS security and compliance document such as ISO certification and SOC reports. So this is one of the main uses of Artifact. So this is the correct answer here. Now question number 20. Which task requires using AWS account root user credentials? Here are the options. Viewing bill information, changing AWS support plan, starting and adopting Amazon EC2 instances, opening an AWS support case. So these are few actions that you can perform in AWS account, but which one is the task which use root user credentials? So you can take your time to guess the correct one. Now let me reveal the correct answer. Correct answer here will be option B, changing AWS support plan. Because only root user can perform certain high level account tasks, and those are changing the AWS support plan, closing AWS account, and changing the root account setting like email or password. So these are few tasks which can be performed by root user credentials only. Those are AWS support plan if you want to change that, closing the AWS account, changing the root account setting like email or password. And rest of the task, like you can definitely open the support case. Suppose, okay, let me just give you a scenario. You are owner of your organization and you are having root user credential. But if another employee working in your organization want to open a support case with AWS, they should be able to, because they could not ask every time that please open the case for me. So that is not possible, right? Starting and stopping Amazon EC2 instances. Anyone in the team can do that. But yes, appropriate set of permission is required. But other persons apart from the root user can do this task as well. And viewing the bill information is also feasible with non-root user. So friends, this was all in this video. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great learning and please do subscribe the channel Tech India.